We are rolling.
See me lock eyes with the camera?
Oh yeah, that's smart. That's smart. Locking eyes with the camera.
Your camera's right up there.
Yeah, the camera's right here.
Okay,
Camera's
cool.
right here.
All right.
Wait a minute.
Okay.
Hey.
What up?
What's up, man?
No.
So this is a new podcast I'm doing. This is me actually leading this one instead of Lloyd leading it as he usually does. Excuse me, Dig. Should I be Dig? Should you be Dig? Do you have to be Dig?
Call me what you wish.
Okay.
Lloyd is also part of my brand.
Right. All right. So
you have like stage nerves?
No.
Okay, cool.
Never.
Good.
Not in years.
Yeah.
So the idea here is I want to do a podcast. I'm going to do all these like businessy podcasts, and I wanted to do one that wasn't businessy. And I was going through all these different ideas. Well, not all these different ideas. There's actually one idea I was like locked in on it. I was like, okay, I'm going to do a podcast. I'm going to call it In Bed with Ron Marshall.
Yeah.
So my idea was like I would get like everybody who I interview just like sitting in bed with me.
I don't have to be on that podcast, do I?
You were gonna be. But then I was like, we would all be sitting in bed and it would be really awkward and uncomfortable and shit, and it would be just wonderful. I thought that would be delicious. And then you told me what? What'd you tell me?
I told you that Joan Rivers already did the in bed thing. And Joan Rivers is lovable because she's old and she's not gonna like. Can I swear on this?
Yeah, you can swear.
Yeah, Joan Rivers ain't gonna fuck nobody, nor will no gay rumors be circulated about Joan Rivers in bed fisting Sarah Silverman with the eagle talon that old women have. I'm not done with the bit.
Okay.
So yeah. So like, and then you watched In Bed with Joan Rivers, and you decided to try a different format, which I appreciate greatly.
I'm sure. So I'm thinking, all right, what is it that I really wanted out of it? And I was like, is it the name? Did I like the name? Because I liked the name. I thought the name was cool. I love puns. So, and you love puns, right?
No, not really.
So I was like, okay, well maybe I'll just call it Bedheads, and it'll be the exact same thing, only called Bedheads. And so that ended, and I was like, Bed Bugs for like a second, and I was like, that doesn't make any sense. And then I was like, all right, so what is it I'm really looking for? And what I was looking for was the awkward conversations. Like, I think awkward conversations are really funny. I find that really amusing, personally. And what I want to do is ask people, I want to ask people taboo questions. I want to get them talking about things that people don't ever talk about. So it's real. It's got that reality from the streets. But it also is from the hard, cold streets of Nicaragua.
Yeah, because in the streets we always sharing.
So, I thought it would be something. I thought that would be a neat way to do that. But you don't need the bed thing at all. I don't think.
We in shares right now.
Right. We just need the awkward conversations. So now I was thinking maybe it could be something like uncomfortable conversations with Ron Marshall. Mm-hmm. So that might be the name of this podcast when you see it on your local iTunes. Or it might be Awkward Talk. You like Awkward Talk, right?
Awkward Talk should be the name.
What about Talking Awkward?
Nope, you're overthinking it. Awkward Talk.
What about
2 words? No. Awkward Talk. 3 syllables, 2 words, done.
What about Speaking Awkwardly?
Awkward Talk should be the name of it. You can do whatever you want. What I'm saying is this. Given the parameters and the goals that you wish to meet with your podcast, I myself would call it Awkward Talk.
All right, I'm really writing this down. All right, so Awkward Talk.
You taking notes?
I am taking notes. This whole thing is going to be the entire rest of the podcast.
Is this going out?
Responsibility.
Yes, it's going out, or
it's
am
going
I
out
wasting
tomorrow. It is less than 3 hours before my birthday. This is going out.
How old
tomorrow.
is you going to be?
Does that matter?
Yeah. What are you, a woman?
I'm going to be 40 years old.
Oh, 40?
Yep.
God damn.
That's all right. It's okay.
Well,
40 is the new 20.
For black people, that's a 2/3 life crisis.
Carry the one. So, Awkward Talk. I'm going to put down uncomfortable conversations with Ron Marshall.
This is not marijuana. This is a nicotine vaporizing device. I'm not like you slackers.
That's my audience. Uncomfortable. Not really. That's not really my audience.
So why'd you say something incorrect? You should have came from the heart.
I mean,
come from down here.
I thought it was
Let
a
this
funny joke.
out that. This out
if you
that.
didn't want to be in bed and you want to rub my belly, is that what we're doing?
I'm not rubbing you. I'm gesturing towards your stomach.
No, you had your whole palm.
By the rules of physics, my hand has
chakra.
My hand. No, that's what. Never mind. Like, I'm trying to help you out, dude.
I'm glad. That's why you're here. That's why you're
here.
Is
this awkward? Is that awkward?
Now it is. Now it's super awkward. Now it's really awkward. This is like the most. You know, I hit Anson for touching my leg.
So we're closer friends than me and Anson. Yeah, like, you know. I think a girl.
Oh,
it's gonna be a girl.
Oh, that was nice.
No, yeah.
All right. So,
I'm just kidding. That's starches and shit.
Yeah.
Sodium.
So no sugar. There's no sugar though.
We just had some rum.
Yeah, we just had some rum.
That's super
and
sugar,
some
dude.
of us currently still are. However,
I'm having some rum.
However,
I think
it's
that
almost
you
my birthday.
ought to match me. I'm on like 3 shots and you're on 1.
I'm not doing that. This is mostly ice water. But I wanted to not be left out.
Ronald will be the legitimate
all my
one.
rum before it was over. Sorry.
Ronald will be the legitimate one for this podcast because it's in his brand, on his name, and he's putting it out. I should have done more fingers as I ticked them off, but I didn't because I had 3. Is that? Yep, 3 shots of like rum. So therefore, like, you know, Ron is going to be the responsible one, and I'm just your talent monkey.
Right. Does that mean I'm driving this podcast?
Yeah, you are actually. You are. Welcome to the driver's seat.
Jokes. So I'm thinking awkward talk.
This is a British car, I guess, because you're on the seat. Oh no, bro, there is your. Never mind. Go ahead.
See, that was too much.
Uh-huh.
That was a nerd joke.
Yeah,
that was really technical.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
We were arguing earlier about
and.
what is a nerd and what's a geek, and nerds are technical and geeks are fucking chicken eaters.
That's how my voice sounds. Mm-hmm. That's how I talk.
And that's pretty much how you all the gestures and shit. Like, oh, Dick Johnson. Oh, no,
yes.
go.
Yes, and what's your next joke?
That's all I had.
Okay, cool.
Teasing you.
Okay, cool.
Really? Okay, so
you see why I do it to you?
Here's what I want to accomplish.
Okay.
I want to figure out what the questions are going to be that I'm going to ask on the Awkward Talk podcast. I had to read Awkward Talk or Uncomfortable Conversation, whatever it's called. I want to know what questions I'm going to ask. Mm-hmm. So I wanted to figure it out. And I was like, I can figure this out. I'm going to sit here and figure it out before we start the podcast. And I was like, oh, wait, Lloyd is funny, like professionally. So why don't we sit down and figure that out?
Semi-professionally, in all humility.
Yes, indeed. All right, so let's figure it out. So you saw the questions I'm going to do on the professional podcast. Ron Marshall's Not Safe for Work, coming to an iTunes near you very soon. But we need some questions for this. So the goal, again, is to create not just weird, awkward conversations. I'm not trying to, make it like hipster navel gazing or whatever, but to create conversations that are about things that people never talk about. Like, how much money do you make? And what was your first sexual experience like? And stuff like that.
Or when you eat a lot of nuts, what does your shit look like?
Yes, but not everyone's going to have an answer for that.
I do.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
I know.
It's oily.
It's oily.
It's a little orange. I'm not sure if the orange is because it's peanuts or because of the sunflower seeds.
You said there was yellow in it, right?
No, I didn't say yellow.
You did say yellow. You said there were yellow globules, I thought.
I said orange.
Oh, that's not
when you see
better.
them, which you will when you go in the bathroom next, you will see that they are a mandarin orange. And I haven't had a mandarin orange in a while because I'm trying to go local.
That's good. Okay, so let's figure out some questions, man.
Okay.
Like, what are some things I can ask and then create those kinds of conversations that I'm looking for?
Like that?
Like what?
Like what I just told you? Question number 1.
Yes.
What do your shit look like?
That's actually a great question. Mm-hmm. All right. Stop looking at my head.
I'm sorry.
All right, wait.
Your last shit. Because we don't want to, let's, focus it.
Yes.
Your last shit. What does your last shit look like?
What?
And why? And why? And why did it look like that?
What did your last shit?
SHIT.
Thanks. Look like And why?
And why? Is that a semicolon or a separate thing?
That's just article, man. What's your last shit look like and why?
Okay, cool.
That's beautiful.
Thank you.
That's work of art.
Mine wasn't. Yeah. But the concept is.
Right. Okay. So, what'd your last shit look like and why? What do you think about the question? What do you think about the inquiry? Describe. It's not an inquiry. What do you call it? Describe your first sexual experience.
Mm-hmm.
Does that work?
Mm-hmm.
You think so?
Yeah. Yeah. That's like I guess it's awkward. Yeah, like it's awkward. I guess like it's something that people like. It's stuff that people don't want to talk about.
Right.
Because that's what makes it awkward.
Yes.
So yeah.
Okay. All right.
Maybe like narrow it down. Like what was the worst thing about your first sexual experience?
I like how you think. That's good. What was this? What?
I'm a master of making people awkward.
Right. Making them awkward?
Yes.
What was...
I am a master of making people feel the emotion of aquacity.
Why not? What was the worst part? I was going to say thing. Part
is good. It like brings in mind a process, and they'll do the whole process. And the punchline is the worst part.
All right. What was the worst part of your first sexual experience? Now, I want to
ejaculating on my aunt's gloves.
Whoa, she must have been mad. But did she finish?
I threw them away, actually. I threw them out of the window, and they're just sitting in Northland parking lot for all I know.
That's a shame. All right. So I'm really gonna ask these questions to all the guests who come on. So potential guests.
You won't have a lot. Yeah, wait. I know.
All right. Yeah. So, what did your last shit look like, and why? What was the worst part of your first sexual experience? That's a question mark. That's a real question.
Girls are not going to answer that if they're Facebook friends with the dude that they first lost it to, and many of them are.
Shit. All right. How much money do you make? Was a question I was thinking, because nobody wants to talk about that.
It's not super awkward, but if that's something that interests you, go ahead.
It kind of interests me because I'm
then write it down.
But wait a minute. I think we can make it better. You're making things better. What you're doing right now is making things better.
Oh, so I'm going to make things better?
It looks like you're making things better. It's like it does. I know, right? It's like
I have a purpose.
It's almost. It's like I'm the one
Straight
guy.
Man. Straight man.
I'm trying to figure. It's like the Wright brothers. You know the Wright brothers? It's like I'm Orville. And Orville was all like, we need to get something into the air, right? In the I'm trying to figure out the camera. In the air. And then
Her hand was off camera.
And then who's the other one?
Wilbur.
Wilbur was all like, but it's gotta have like racing stripes and tail feathers. What did the first planes look like?
Just like that. They looked like planes like they do now, with racing stripes and spoilers.
Yeah, none of this.
And lowriders.
I think I'm off a little bit.
The first planes had 26-inch rims. You are correct. Yeah, like have some more ice water.
So I'm thinking that like I'm coming up with the raw material, and you're shaping it. You're like,
okay.
It's like
how much money do you make? Why do you only make as much money as you do?
That's a good question, but people don't want to talk about the actual amount they make. So I want to have that in there.
Oh, okay.
So maybe we do both.
All right. How much do you make? Why only that?
How much do you make? And why is it so low?
Okay.
Is that good? Is that good? Is that good? Accept me. Is that good? Do you like that? I'm sorry.
This is awkward.
Sorry, Dad.
Yeah, it's good.
All right. How much is your salary? But everybody won't make the salary.
What you wrote down was good.
Okay. I always feel like you can make things better.
I know.
I'm saying it low. There's a microphone here.
Where is it?
It's in here. In here somewhere.
In the mouse pad?
Yeah, we're using like
the mouse pad. That's how old that I am already 40. So I call track pads and touch pads mouse pads. Know why?
Right.
The first creatures to live on them were mice. Now what a mouse was a remote control for your cursor that was ergonomic, and that's what it did. But I forgot that, like, you know, like
they
you don't see that, but I'm typing that. I know that they can't, but they feel it in their souls.
Okay, all right.
It's awkward. I just groped the audience with my mouse pad.
That's.
Am I touching you there, or am I touching you there?
That's important to know. That's an important distinction.
It fills up time.
So I was.
That's most of podcasting is filling up time.
Stretch.
Yeah.
I like my.
So you got 3 questions. I think that we're done, right?
No,
okay,
man.
Cool.
Did you see how many questions I had before? The other one has
wrote
like
an outline for like a media empire, but he's nervous about this one show that don't even have to go out. But please continue.
But it's going to.
I count that as a spit take. Your discipline does not check my funny. Please continue and don't lean back off camera.
You're always trying to get a spit take out of me. Look, okay, so. Yeah, man. So I'm doing this whole project, right? I'm calling it Life 4.0. Okay, and it was gonna start as a book. It was gonna be a book.
Do we want to talk about that or focus on this?
We're gonna come back to the questions, dude.
How long is this gonna be?
This is context.
All right, fine.
This is context. People need this.
Okay, go ahead.
Lives.
All right, go ahead.
All right. So I was gonna make it just a book, and I was gonna make it all about how a man in 2015, turning 40 years old, can live in like the nouveau, like kind of nouveau. Damn it, this was a terrible pitch. It was gonna be like, you know, using all kinds of new stuff to like live life differently than you could have lived it, you know, 20 years ago or whatever. Like Airbnb and Ubering and all kinds of stuff like that, lifts and investing differently with Loyal 737 or whatever it's called.
Yeah, that old chestnut.
Yeah, all that kind of stuff, man. It was just like all the new stuff, like on the edge and everything. It was just gonna be a book. And I was
everything that appeals to y'all kids.
And I was like, books. Who reads books? That was stupid.
I listened to all of Game of Thrones.
Yeah,
Listen to it.
Yeah, that was
It's
crazy.
like a bedtime story. Audiobooks, MP3s. Reading this for suckers that don't care about their eyesight.
This is really good for the youth. No one below the age of 58 is going to watch this.
Good.
So I was like, all right, I don't need to do that. I need to actually live it. And so I'm going to Periscope it and Snapchat it and do all this stuff. So I'm just going to make the content every day. I'm just going to put it out. And this podcast or a video cast is part of that. That is so smart. That is so smart. Mm-hmm. I was like, I want to stay in the frame and I want my hands in because I talk with my hands a little. But I really like my schoolgirl vest. This is great.
That's all.
Okay. More questions. We need more.
Okay.
So what are some other awkward
Give
things?
me your other question that you want to ask and I'll make it better.
These are the only ones I thought.
Oh, well, then we're done.
No, I need more. I need a lot more.
Well, then think up some more.
Okay.
And animate the process of thinking them up to make it entertaining to like
what
people
do you think of the word nigger?
Ooh. Whoa.
How about this? When was the last time...
What if they're black, though?
Exactly. When was the last time you said the word nigger? That won't. No one will answer that. Yeah,
I'm thinking like this. Like, with a white person, what do you think... Well, no. With a white person, like, how fun is the word nigger?
Oh, wow.
You ask him that.
Wow.
If it's...
I was out of frame again.
If it is like a black person, you ask... What is a better term than cracker to really hurt them crackers?
No.
That's too long.
And I'm not Richard
Write
Pryor.
down the first one then. How fun is the word nigger?
I don't like it so much. Because I'm really not sure. Let me tell you why. Okay. I'll tell you why.
Tell them why.
All right. I'll tell everybody why.
Because they agree with me. Go ahead.
The reason is that isn't really a provocative question. That's a provoking question.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not trying to provoke people. I'm actually trying to get honesty out of them. And people don't talk about some things. So I want us to talk about those things. I wanted to stay in the realm of being able to be funny without people wanting to kill themselves. So no, I'm not going to ask that. I think it would be good to ask. Did you touch my leg?
No. I pulled a price tag from your house off of my shoe.
But do the motion you just did.
No, why?
Do the motion you just did.
Why?
Because I want to see if it's funny. That looks funny. It looks like you're touching my leg.
How I did it was funny, but when I actually did it, it wasn't funny.
That was funny though. You should do more funny shit.
How come? Here's a good awkward question. Ready?
Right, go for it.
Why are you so fat you can't feel your legs?
That would be funny. And you're asking me. Get it. That's a joke.
That's on
the world.
That's on the new podcast, Pertinent Medical Questions.
Fuck you. All right. So, what do you think of the word nigger? Works, right?
How funny. You make it. You like guide them towards it, and then you they're going to be like, it's not fun at all. Like, or say nigga. Do like that.
I was thinking nigga.
How fun is the word nigga?
I want to say, what do you think of the word nigga?
No, not.
I want to think. Because nobody's going to say it's fun.
Awkward. Stop creating futures of failure. Why don't you do this? Ask them this. That is an awkward question. How fun is the word nigga? And then you emphasize the ga so that they know it's not the and then it puts into the context of rap music, which everybody loves. Okay. And then they have to address that and maybe even say it.
How about?
And then you got to think of one for like black people, because that's not fair.
Is the word nigga?
He wrote quotes for nigga.
Wait a minute.
Yeah, go ahead.
And then the follow-up question is, how fun is the word nigger?
No.
Why? I knew you were going to act like
that. Because that's lame.
Why is it lame? Dumb. It's not lame.
That's dumb, because all of your problems with asking them how fun is the word nigger are just like tapped into this question, which at least has some fun to it, because you're differentiating between the two. You're burdening down this like concept.
Yeah, but
everybody is going to say, oh, well, the ER is like never fun. What you want to do is that you want to engage them in something that is going to, they're going to be at least open to exploring. Okay. No one ever says that the word nigger is funny. Except for Mark Twain, and he's dead. Even though there's an award in his. No, it's not. It is the Mark Twain Award. I thought it might have been the Samuel Clemens Award, but no. That's what made Mark Twain the first black comic, is that he had a stage name that was completely unrelated to his real name. Samuel Clemens, Mark Twain.
Yeah. Detroit Red.
Stick with that how it is.
All right. So we got, so far, what did your last shit look like and why? What was the worst part of your first sexual experience? How much did you make? How much do you make, and why is it so low? And how fun is the word nigga?
I don't like how you forced that age, nigga. Like you're putting your bias into the question.
No, it wasn't about the question.
No, it's your show. Do what you want.
But it wasn't about the question. I'm being fair. I'm magnanimous. So
all I'm going to say is this: I can't wait to see these episodes where you ask these questions to people, so that I will have further input and further directorial things.
Neither.
You should let me just like direct them. But know what? No.
Oh, you should direct them. You're a director now.
Let me Google director fees, and then I'll get back to you. And then I'll get back to you.
All right. All right. So that's 4. I want at least 12. I want 12 solid questions I can ask people. All right. So what else? There's nothing funny about abortion.
Yeah, like does that really like that doesn't come up in your life, so I'll bring it up.
Yeah, good point. Let's see, what else is awkward? Oh, politics. Politics and religion. Yeah, politics and religion. Okay.
Okay.
All right, so let's start with politics. Politics.
What? Oh, politics?
What were you gonna say? You have religion one.
Yeah, I do.
Go for it.
I got a politics one too.
Start talking.
What is the best way to get rid of Muslims?
Oh, no. No, I don't like that.
That's political.
No.
It solves a problem in the world.
How can we stop the gays from marrying is political, but that's taking a position. I'm trying to ask
gay people are not a problem. Muslims are a problem.
Oh, that's not true.
You're saying that gay people are a problem tantamount to Muslims?
I'm saying
9/11 was not done by gay people.
You don't know that.
Gay people, you're going to retract that. Gay people
live
their lives and do all types of things. Now, you look here.
Well, Muslims can't be gay now. You don't even know those guys
according
were
to the
Muslims.
rules, no.
Wait a minute, you don't even know if they were Muslims.
I do know that they were
How
Muslims.
do you know that?
Because
y'all go to school together?
When they dug up the Twin Towers, there was an enormous amount of PETA found in the wreckage that could not be accounted for by catering on that day.
That is
and they
ridiculous.
did find the catering receipts along with that one dude's
seen
passport untouched.
All of them eating pork chops the day before.
Find it on Google later.
But that's the deep web.
Look, I have already, for my own joke research, Googled this. In the World Trade Center wreckage, there was an inordinate amount of PETA remnants found.
This is the most ridiculous thing you have ever said.
Watch when you Google it, you will laugh your ass off.
I'm not gonna Google it.
Okay.
All right. So
write that down. How do we get rid of Muslims?
No, that's not.
You're right.
Question.
You're right.
That's not a real question.
What is the most ecologically sound way of getting rid of Muslims?
All right. Something about religion.
I can eating them.
How about something like, do you hate Muslims? Well, nobody's going to say yes. And
exactly.
I want them to answer a question. I want them to talk. So, do you?
What is the best way of dealing with the impending Muslim threat?
Why are you so convinced that Muslims are a threat to you?
Look at the news.
I try not to, and this is why.
That's why
you're being brainwashed.
That's why you're out of touch with politics.
Have you ever read the Quran?
No. All I know is by their actions.
No one has. My point is that
you called all Muslims fake.
Yeah, that was a joke. I'll make jokes on the podcast. Ron Marshall's not.
Thank you for an announcement. Because I'm being completely serious.
I know you
with
are.
My advocacy of genocide for the Muslims. Have you ever seen
insane.
Like a Muslim?
That's insane. You're Hitler. You're turning into Hitler. Godwin's law invoked. You're turning into Hitler right now. You're like literally turning into Hitler right now. That's ridiculous.
What question would you like?
Something less stupid. How about Muslims? Yes or no?
That's a better version of what I said. Write it down.
I thought that would make you laugh.
Right. I did laugh.
I know. Right. All right.
Muslims. Yes.
Yes.
And if they're Muslim, write down Mexican. Yes or no?
No, I'll ask them the same thing. All right. But that will be the next question. Mexicans.
That's hitting on the Muslim thing. You're just
yes or no.
No,
it isn't. First of all, they both start with M's. So it's alliterative. And alliteration's our friend. Secondly, it's political. It's of the moment. It is jejun or something.
You're padding the list. You're not hitting on original topics. The last one, we're only what?
Do you think all Muslims are Mexicans?
Excuse me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
You're not even counting them right.
3, 4, 5, and then that's now 6.
That's 7.
No, 7 is bad because what you wanted to do with like the nigga question is say, now what about nigger? You wanted to like inflate it with basically the same thing.
But
you want to hit on different topics each and every one. The joke of Muslim yes or no is not like that hits on what you're aiming for in the political thing. The like Mexican thing is just another damn thing. That's the same fucking joke. That's lame. Get rid of it.
Okay.
I'm just trying to help you not
Why
suck.
did you just say that?
I did.
Why you gotta be all like,
I did.
The reasons.
I just want to watch you watch this. I want to watch you watch yourself. I want to watch you watch this. And see what your response is to it. Cringing at that.
Yes, that's gone.
Alright, now to religion.
Yeah.
Oh, well, that is the...
No, Muslims, yes. Alright, so we need a political one.
Okay.
Some Democrat-y, Republican-y, conservative-y, liberal-y,
What fact would keep you from being president?
Like about themselves?
Why couldn't you be president? Why shouldn't I vote for you?
Yeah, but nobody's really gonna say why you shouldn't vote for them. Like if you ask someone,
they would if you pushed them.
If you ask someone, what fact would prevent you from being president? That's a different question. That's something that people might answer and might have something really interesting to say about. However, the thing about that is that it might be something that doesn't have anything to do with politics whatsoever. It might be like I stole a car.
Yeah.
Killed a bum.
That's great. That's awkward.
It
makes the mid shit.
Yeah.
What you want to do is have people like their first response to be, I don't want to talk about this.
Yes, that's exactly what I'm looking for.
So that's what secret makes you illegible to be voted for? Well, no, that's too long.
Yeah.
What secret would you hide from us? What secret are you hiding?
Yes, that is actually what I want to get to. But I don't think you
But you want it to be like a political, right?
I'm looking for a political.
What is the worst? What is the worst vote you ever cast?
What is the worst vote you ever cast? That's not bad. I like that. It's actually kind of tame to me.
And why?
Okay, yeah. What?
I thought he was born in Kenya.
Because that's why I voted for him. What is the worst vote that's motion, ever cast? And why? You could have been vamping while I was writing.
What do you mean?
You could have been like vamping, like, oh, there's more funny stuff.
I don't need to do that. Those are your fucked up instincts.
No,
podcast
I
virgin?
get that from Kevin Smith, who is the pod father.
He just puts out a lot. It doesn't make him good.
He's really good. He's really good. He's really funny.
You just love Kevin Smith because he's the white you. He's everything that like you want to be. Successful for your movies and white.
Essentially. And losing a lot of weight.
And married to a woman with a hideous forehead.
Oh, don't talk about Jennifer Schwab off that way.
Jennifer Schwab, did you see? Wasn't she in Jay and Silent Bob Strikes Back?
Of course she was.
And with those what were those secret agent chicks called?
What they call themselves? I can't remember.
When you look amongst them and you're like, which one of these girls would I classify as fugly? It's Kevin Smith's wife.
You're not a nice
Harley? Harley's turning out good. Because Kevin Smith got like he has some like little kiddish about his face, and on girls that works out good. Like Harley is developing very, very nice.
She's young.
And that's what evolution is all about. The daughters being hotter than the moms. That's the whole point of evolution.
Speaking of awkward, let's think. What are some more things that people don't want to talk about? What don't people want to talk about?
In inches.
I like where this is going.
How deep is your vagina?
And I'll only
There's
ask
all
the
this
dudes.
talk about guys and penis size because there's a lot of women out there with Grand Canyons that can't hope to ever be satisfied lest by the intervention
Who would know?
of Japanese technology.
Do you think they know?
We can find out on the podcast.
There's no way they know.
Rulers are cheap.
There's no way.
Speculums easily accessible. They're not a licensed tool.
Now we could ask that. Have you ever put a ruler in your vagina?
Nah, because that's a yes or no, not
You're
open
right.
question.
It's
you
wrong.
want an open question.
Okay.
What's wrong with
what's wrong with your vagina?
No,
and why?
Let's make it a little bit more broader. When you get naked, what are you worried about?
Ooh. Oh. High five. What is that?
High five.
That wasn't a high five.
You were giving me a high five.
You got like my thumb.
That was your aim.
Black.
I just held stationary, and you did that.
Come on, man.
There are no take twos in life, Ronald.
Just give me.
There you go. Are you satisfied with that?
No, it was off.
This is you doing it.
You have to
Look
look
here. I'm holding my hand still.
Yeah, but you're supposed to participate. That's what's throwing me off.
I did something good. You're giving me depth.
No, we're doing it together.
See that? That's how you do it. You don't think you do it.
All right. When you get naked. When you get.
Do you actually spell it Nakid?
There's no A. Naked. What are you most worried about?
Mm-hmm.
I like that. That's a good question. That's a good question. You know what I liked about the Joan Rivers show? There were other people in the room.
Why are we giving that dead bitch free promotion? Let's move on to our show.
Honor Joan Rivers. She was an icon. She had other people in the room when they were doing the bed thing. Because I thought it would be really awkward when I had my guests in bed with me and no one else was in the room.
She was on top of the covers,
But Sarah Silverman got inside.
Right, because Sarah Silverman is is a comedian, therefore an authentic person. So like she got into it like how she was going to be comfortable. I guarantee you that black chick who is the next guest probably got on top of the covers for the sake of some sort of weird.
I thought she was crew.
Like proprietor. She wasn't dressed like staff.
She was staff. She
was dressed like I'm gonna show up here and like blah 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 blah.
Black people don't do comedy. All right, what's number 9?
Right.
All right. So we got a couple of naked questions. We got a couple of sex questions. What else do we need? I was thinking.
Where's the other sex question?
What was the worst part of your first sexual experience?
That's more of an intimacy question and not a sex
about
question.
Sex.
No, but it's intimacy.
Sexual experience.
It's more of a historical thing.
Means you were right the first time with your count. It's only that's 4, 5, 6. I can't write 6, 7. There's only 7 questions. We need 5 more. Okay. How about have you ever cheated on your taxes?
No, that's lame. Everybody does.
And it's yes or no. That's stupid.
I've cheated on my taxes all the time. Know how? I don't pay them to the city of Detroit.
Nobody.
And let them come and get me.
Taxes.
Let me see some municipal services for me to pay for.
First service collects taxes.
Them lights ain't on all the time, and they should be because it's Detroit.
Maybe something like something about your job, or something about where you work, something about school. What about something about school?
Why school?
Like, what was your worst subject in school?
That's not awkward. Everybody will talk about that.
What was your best subject in school?
That's what they do.
Right.
I would hope.
Okay. Who is the dumbest person? Who do you know that you're smarter than?
I want to go back on school.
Okay.
If you went to a reunion, who do you want to show up? Who do you want to rub their faces in your success? Who from your school, who do you want vengeance against? There you go.
I like the vengeance idea, but I love the reunion like framework.
When you go to a reunion, who's gonna pay?
At your next high school? High school?
School reunion.
High school?
No, school is just general.
School?
Shorter is better.
Do you have college reunions?
When you go to your next school reunion,
high school.
Who's gonna pay?
Reunion.
No, high school is
no one. It sounds weird to say school reunion. Who goes to a school reunion? It's too general.
When you go to your next reunion, who's gonna pay?
There you go.
Even better. I didn't even hear what you said.
I said I want to complain about it because it wasn't my idea, but now I said it twice and now it's not funny.
That under talking concept. See, that's not.
I love that. I love that. One of my favorite things to do is to like do throwaway jokes underneath the main thing that's happening.
What he likes to do is hide his sensitive jokes underneath somebody else talking so that he doesn't have to stand on them.
Giants. No one can even hear half of this. I'm scared that no one can hear the sound. I'm scared like the sound's not going to show up.
You want to pause and play it back?
No, because then I'll have to work to edit it. I don't want to do any work.
You gotta do that.
I want to just do this raw. I don't have time, man. I gotta go to sleep in like 12 minutes.
Where's the sound?
It's ridiculous. I don't know. It's in here somewhere. It's in this general
in
area.
The hard drive
somewhere on the computer.
No, I'm saying that
somewhere here.
In this application,
sound.
Is there a sound meter?
What? No.
Do you see how that
icon? Called?
Excuse me.
Don't touch it.
I'm not going to touch it,
right,
but do you see how that icon looks like a volume dial? What does it say?
It says off. That's not
Maybe
it.
This is all
That's
mute.
not it. That's
Maybe
not
this
it.
Is all
I actually already tried the sound 2 ways. I tried it with the onboard
speakers. The sound is going to be great.
There's
no one else in here.
And I tried it with the other mic.
There is no one else in here.
I know. Okay. All right. At your next high school reunion, what is it? Who do you want to show up and why?
No.
I want to say that because
hand off me.
It's wrong. all right, stop. All right.
Tit for tat. Yeah, like you know.
I want to say.
Actually, I do digest food in these shows. That's why they're so big.
Right. Yes, we need to draw attention to that. At your next high school reunion,
who's gonna pay?
Who do you want to show up and why?
Who's going to pay?
I want to know if they want to sleep with somebody. Too.
That is like evocative. Who's going to pay?
No, no one will know what you're talking about.
Yeah, they will.
No.
Yeah, they will.
Pay for what is the next question. And then the whole show's off the rails.
When you say it like, who's going to pay? What? When you say it like that, they know that you're talking about revenge.
That doesn't make any sense. Everyone isn't Kill Bill or whatever, or Cowboy Bebop or something. And why? You do like Cowboy Bebop. Don't sit over there like you don't like Cowboy Bebop and you know exactly what I'm talking about right now. You know I'm talking about Cowboy Bebop, the anime show that used to come on 10 years ago that you used to talk about all the time, and the dude had a big gun, and they were in outer space, and it was all like cowboys and revenge. You know that's what it is.
I'm not denying my enjoyment of Cowboy Bebop. I am sad because you're out of funny.
Don't be like that. Don't be that way. I like awkward silences, but it makes me laugh. So then it's not silent anymore.
You're just narrating things. Oh god.
I like to narrate. That's great. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
You have to
6.
stand up.
This is gonna be great. 7. Yeah, I plan on 8.
Oh, was that in your outline too? Please invite me to. I want to be there. I want to be there so bad.
All right, 9. We got 9. You know I'm comfortable on stages.
I want to see you do stand up.
I'll do it. I'll do it. Call me Detroit Mulatto. Not mulatto.
Yeah, you don't
Both
know who
my
your dad
parents are
is.
black. That's not funny. That's not funny. I do know my dad. So there, I've broken stereotypes.
You know him and everything.
Right.
He was a man.
Right.
Yeah, knew my mother.
All right. All right. So what else? What else are people uncomfortable with talking about in public? That's something. I mean, it's not only 8 things in the world, right? There's got to be other things.
Do you have kids? If so, which is your least favorite?
How about do you
That's
have?
a awkward question.
How about do you have kids and were they a mistake?
Mm-hmm.
You like that?
Mm-hmm.
Why not?
But go ahead.
No, why not?
Because like that's no shame saying that like yo kids are mistakes. Like I think that most kids are mistakes.
First of all, I feel like you had some awkward conversations with your dad. Secondly,
No,
I
not
think
awkward. They were like super straightforward and fucking like like.
you mistake. Get the fuck out. What are you doing
like,
here?
No, they like never said that I was a mistake, but
They all your fathers?
I looked at that's how I know that I'm a mistake because there were fathers. I'm kidding. But like I looked at my family photos. My aunt, my mom's oldest sister, had like a wedding with the cake and the pictures and the bridesmaids,
like a
and
wedding,
the groomsmen, and
like
all of this stuff. Right, like pages of wedding photos, and then pictures of my older cousins when they were babies. My parents have children. One picture, each of them holding champagne glasses and toasting, and then my baby pictures start.
Like, let's try and kill it. Like that while you're in the womb.
And they failed.
Oh,
you're a survivor. Like we just went to City Hall. Let's look like we intended this for the kid in the future. Right. And then my baby pictures start.
Okay.
Yeah, a kid's not a mistake. If you had a child, what is the worst? What kind of kid do you not want to have? Or no, because that's not really personal. And
See, okay, if they do have more than one kid, do you have kids? And if so, which one is your favorite? Or would be a great question, but only if they have multiple kids.
Well, here's the thing. Why are you afraid to have kids? And if you have kids, how are you failing them? That's awkward.
No. I think that a good parent feels like they're not doing great. So I feel like, we're right now.
My influence is getting weaker and weaker as we go because you just want to hurry up and power through these.
What? You're the one who keeps trying to shorten the list. I'm trying to get to 12 solid questions. I'm trying to look at the people.
You're padding out the list.
I'm not padding out the list. The reason I'm not writing down the kid question is I don't think it's good enough yet.
Okay.
All right. So,
but you want a family question?
I think a family question would be good. Maybe something like, why shouldn't you have married your spouse?
Which parent do you hate more? Everybody has parents.
Yeah, but the hate presumes that they hate them. They might not. They might not.
They do.
But
they can change it to angry in their answer, but you want to start off with
No. Everyone doesn't have the same issues. Maybe it's
who's your least favorite parent?
Who's your favorite? Who's your favorite?
Least
but
favorite.
By process of elimination, it's the other one.
No.
That's stupid anyway.
You want them to talk about what they
parent families.
They want you to talk. Well, then the dad then. And why? And then you do that.
That's too obvious.
No, what you do.
Don't like my dad because he wasn't there is an easy way out of that question.
Why wasn't he there though? See, the why opens it up.
Why do you think your parents split up?
Yeah, well, you're like making this personal. I'm saying that
No,
as
that's
a question.
good. Why do you think your parents split up is a good question.
If they're divorced, yeah, okay.
Right. So we need something that's like that, but because
why wouldn't they split up?
That's not controversial because they love each other.
Nothing you want to do now is controversial.
No, listen, man, listen to what I'm saying, please, we're crying out loud. Here's what I'm thinking. If you ask someone why their parents split up,
gone?
Yes, it's gone. I'm saving the rest of the rum, dog.
They don't get the vodka in the freezer.
I'm saving the rest of the vodka. Look at how
I'm not going to drink it all. Jesus Christ!
You said you were going to drink one shot. You lying bastard. You said you were going to drink one. Why are you doing that? You're supposed to be on camera right now. What are you doing?
Brought to you by cigarettes.
Oh my gosh! What are you doing?
We're seeking out sponsorship.
No, we're not. Not yet. We don't even have our questions yet. I want a good product.
I have to pee.
Oh my gosh. So while he's peeing, I'm going to vamp. I'm going to vamp while you pee.
What is your favorite pee color?
That's stupid.
Mine is magenta.
Oh, ugh. Ugh. All right. My reasoning is, I'm off camera again. I don't care. My reasoning is, if you ask someone why their parents split up, then you may be tapping into the idea that it's actually their fault. And that, my friends, is interesting. Because if someone feels that that's like therapy. That could hurt someone. I'm not trying to hurt people. That's not the point of this. The point is to, yes, be provocative in such a way that people talk about stuff they don't talk about. I don't want it to be I'm not trying to be evil or anything. I'm trying to be, interesting, and I want it to be funny. That's funny to me. So, but yeah, it's not funny to me to make people cry just because they're sad. Let's see. How about, did your parents ever cheat on each other? Or who would be a good spouse for both of your parents? Who would be good spouses for your parents if they weren't together? But then people's parents might be broke up anyway. That doesn't really work. I don't know. Lord.
Just write down what I say.
No.
Okay.
Let's get something good out of that though. The family thing, like.
In your family, who do you want to die first?
Now we're getting somewhere. Why? Why is that good?
Because it makes people discuss their feelings of anger about their family. Or not anger, but it's just like, who you want to die first. Like, even if they say grandpa, because he's the oldest and he's supposed to anyway, it still makes them confront that, like maybe.
Okay.
See how you laughed? That's why.
Yeah. Well, here's why I laughed. Because I thought the best way to say it is, in your family, who do you want to die next?
Good. Write it down. You're welcome.
That is good. All right. In your family, you should be saying funny things. No dead air, man. No dead air.
Shut up.
No dead air. Seriously, you don't know that rule? That's why your podcast like that.
There isn't dead air because, well, no, I edit out dead air so that people can be more organic.
More organic?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
What does that mean?
It means that I want my podcast to be full of carbon, motherfucker. That's what it means.
Should I ask something about climate change?
You don't care about climate change.
I don't really care about climate change, but other people do. I do care about climate change. I care about the environment and living and shit. I just don't. Are you checking? Are you doing? Are you 15? Are you checking you looking at your Facebook? You're looking at your Instagram. You want to see your Instagram right now?
I don't have.
They didn't like it. They didn't like it.
They didn't.
You don't have any new views. Please.
This phone can't find out those things. I would have opened up the laptop.
Next, Okay. We're at 9, bro. We only need 3 more. 3 more. We're very close.
Okay.
We're very close.
All right.
I
Next
feel a
one.
breakthrough. How about? I got nothing.
You're done. 9 questions.
No.
It's
no,
a rule
I
of
got
3.
12.
3 times 3 is 9.
3 times 3 is 9.
I do 9 punchlines per bit if I
compelling.
can.
That's very compelling. But I want something that digs deep.
Read off what we have so far.
Here's what we have so far. What did your last shit look like and why? What was the worst part of your first sexual experience? How much do you make and why is it so low? I'm thinking there should be something about disappointment. Disappointment or failure. 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 Disappointment or failure.
Are you having a stroke?
What? I don't know what I was doing.
You are feeling dead air with repetitiveness.
That's true. It looks like special effects. Yeah, there should be something about disappointment. Like, what's the most disappointing thing that? How are you a disappointment to who?
Yeah, no.
That's not a whole question.
No.
Is it?
How are you a disappointment? Question.
Okay, but these seem so negative. I want to be fun. But I will write that down because that's very good. How about that?
People are going to be laughing awkwardly, which is going to fill out the comedy of this, I think. And so,
yes.
Right when they have right after they have use levity to kind of moderate the situation to make it more comfortable, then you come in with another hard hitting question.
Right. I don't want to turn into Between Two Ferns though. There's already a Between Two Ferns, so I want to just be Between Two Ferns. Why are you making that look face?
Constantly compare yourself to better people.
I'm trying to figure out my voice. No, it's just I don't want it to be certain things.
What you do is that you just make up these questions and put out these podcasts, and then you find out your voice as you
disagree. Talk more. I just want to be clear about where it fits into the landscape. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't want it to be other things. I want it to be like the other things that are out there. So my fear would be that it might be a little bit too much like Between Two Ferns.
Too much fear.
How about something about fear?
Okay.
What are you scared of? What reaches out at you? Kind of puts his hand.
Do that towards the camera.
Oh,
stop wasting it on me, you fucking idiot.
No, because we have to
emote towards our audience. Do that with them. Go ahead.
Look, a conversation is a conversation. So I look at you and then I look at them because they're here. You're the third person here. You're right here.
Right. But the emotive things that you're doing are doing towards me. You should do it towards them.
Not all of them.
Most of them. I have been watching you.
I can't put my hand around their chest, their heart area. Wait, which way does your heart go? Oh, you almost got me. All right, I don't want to touch it. I don't want to touch them, but I want to go like that. Like, what's fearsome in there? You know what I'm saying? Where's the fear at?
Welcome to Quasi Gay Cast.
Oh, there should be something about gay too.
We don't need to be in a bed. You're molesting me in this fucking chair.
No molesting.
Queer.
No molesting is one of my favorite phrases. My favorite 4 words of phrase. Okay. So, how are you a disappointment is number 10. We only need 2 more.
We don't need 2 more. We're good with 10, right?
Why are you still fighting 12? 12 is beautiful.
Because we're out of stuff. We're
not out of stuff.
Let's cut it here.
We need something about fear. All right, we haven't said anything about fear. Fear is something that people deal
All
with.
these things engage fear. The whole awkward thing is tackling fear. Because it's awkward. What does your shit look like and why? That's what it's fearful.
That's a great question.
Thank you.
Yeah. What is
we don't need a fear question.
I like. What is the scaredest you've ever been?
Okay. What happened? Stop criticizing what you're doing and just write it down.
I was looking at me. I was like, what's my best beat? Is it like this? And then where's my arm? And it's like, oh, that's wrong. And it's like, this arm should be here, but should I be?
The best you is the non-critical you. Jesus.
Okay. All right. What did I say? How did I say it? Oh my gosh. Are you really flexing? Are you really? No one can see the arm. There you go. That's it. Oh yeah. Yeah. We the Hodge twins. Okay. What? What?
Fuck out the way!
Get out the way! Go. We love y'all.
Damn!
I don't watch you.
Damn, man.
What is? I would. I just don't. I don't want to be ostracized.
Focus.
All right. What was the question? How did I put it? What is the scariest you've ever been? What is the scariest? What is the most fearsome?
What is the scariest you've ever been? Done.
The scariest.
Yeah.
We're almost there, dog. What is the scariest? That doesn't look right.
It's not look, it's sound. It sounds good.
Been. No, I spelled scaredest wrong.
It doesn't matter. Nobody sees the fucking writing.
And I'll make sure of that.
Okay, last question. Why do you regret being on this podcast?
That is so negative. That's so negative. I don't like that. Can't you say something positive?
Yeah,
like,
you can do whatever that you want.
Positive?
All right, then. End all positive.
All right.
No confidence in yourself.
Well, I just don't know what to say. I just want one more thing that'll make him not feel bad.
Make it something positive.
Like what? You don't know any positive things, do you?
Think it up.
What's your favorite memory of prom? Is a dumb question.
LloydDig.com. Peace.
It is LloydDig.com. You can check Lloyd at LloydDig.com. And you can find out what my last question was by watching my podcast, which will probably be called Awkward Talk.
Good.
With Ron Marshall.
That's a good title, and that's positive.
It is. It is. Good night, everybody. Happy birthday to me. Thanks.